how much better is it when you're in Denver, Colorado? It's Mexico, US, and they can't even get a throw-in in because everybody's throwing their beer at the players. It's just out of hand. Prips, the sponsor of all your CONCACAF games. Mike, I'm making it right now. Change my mind on this, but CONCACAF is the best international nations league there is in the world. Tell me what other league that you go to where you're looking at these international teams and you don't really care what the outcome is, but you sure know you're going to see a red card. How many times have you seen Trinidad and Tobago pull up to Jamaica and all of a sudden there's 2 red cards on the field, they're playing 9v10, and you don't care really truly about the overall outcome, you're just there for the brawls, Mike. CONCACAF is absolutely the most interesting and the funnest international league to watch. Change my mind on that.
Dirk, I believe, my mood is clouding. In fact, it's clouding even more. This is a terrible take. I mean, if you want to watch the U.S. men's national team blow it against some random tiny nation, CONCACAF is definitely the cup for you. But Dirk, I'm still going into the European leagues on this one because you'll have things happen like Italy losing to North Macedonia or some other just completely random nation to blow qualifying for the World Cup. All in all, obviously, Europe is still going to be, I think, the strongest, most fun international league. If we're talking about national tournaments in international leagues like that, I still think, is it the African Cup of Nations? That one gets wild, man. I remember there was a time that like Ghana and Egypt went to a penalty shootout that went to like 15 rounds. That's also a very solid one.
All right, so here's the thing about CONCACAF though, Mike. The Gold Cup, Copa de Oro, okay? You don't get a better tournament than that. Now that's only every 2 years, but when it does come around, it's priceless, okay? Like, there's nothing better than seeing some Caribbean nation going all the way up to Canada and having to play in Canada when it's icy fields and they don't know what the hell's going on. They've never seen this type of weather before. It's priceless. It's great. Not only that, okay? How much better is it when you're in Denver, Colorado? It's Mexico, US, and they can't even get a throw-in in because everybody's throwing their beer at the players. It's just out of hand. And how many times have you seen international games in, I don't know, some Caribbean nation where they have chain link fences up around the field to keep all the trash and other things that are being thrown on the field out? I mean, it is just wild. It's fun to watch. It's hands down better than the stuffy European leagues and the, uppity, arrogant European league. No one cares, okay? We know it's good football. All right, cool. Yeah, you guys are going to do well in the World Cup. No one cares. What we do care about is who's going to win Copa de Oro next year. Mike, I'm telling you, CONCACAF, the best international league to watch.
I'm going to say the most slept on one, Dirk, is Oceania, or whatever that region is called, that has Australia and New Zealand and a bunch of small island nations. It's like the Solomon Islands versus Australia. What's going to happen in this one? Every single time in the World Cup from that region, it's always Australia or New Zealand, because I don't think Fiji has a fighting chance at beating them.
But dude, that's like last year all right, Gold Cup last year, Trinidad Tobago takes on Mexico. They come out in this insane formation, 5-3-2. Basically, they're just stacking the box. They got like 3 6s sitting in front of the back line. They have 5 defensive players already just there. And they're just saying you're not taking a shot inside of the box. By halftime, there's like 23 shots, like 19 of them on goal. They've hit the post like 4 times, and somehow they come out with a tie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing better than seeing a Caribbean like nation of 40,000 or 400,000 or whatever it is taking on like a juggernaut like Mexico and somehow pulling it off.
We need to fact check how much you've undersold the population of Trinidad and Tobago. Dirk has quoted the population of Trinidad and Tobago at 40,000. It is in fact 1.52 million. Yes, this island nation that is the size of Cheyenne, Wyoming.